Hey everyone, you got Meat Man here, and today we're cooking one of the holy grails of barbecue. We're gonna be smoking these Dino Short Ribs. I got these from 44 Steaks. Very excited. These were kind of hard to find. You can see the delicious marbling on these. Excited. We're gonna be doing 225 in the Traeger. 10 plus hours and keeping it real simple with our seasonings, and I am excited. So these bad boys next to brisket, arguably one of the best cuts of meat for smoking. So let's get this trimmed up. We're gonna get rid of this fat cap a little bit. Not cut into the meat too much, but we wanna kind of get rid of some of this excess fat here. And so got some friends coming over tomorrow for divisional round football playoffs, and we are doing this mostly overnight, and then I'm gonna let it rest for a while tomorrow. So just cut off all this excess fat. You don't want to cut into the meat too much, but get this off. And these are 3 ribs each. I did these are short ribs. I did the spare ribs last week, and they were pretty good. For this cook, we're going to be kind of doing it like a brisket. Going to smoke it till it has a nice bark on it around 170 or so. And then at that point, going to go ahead and wrap it to preserve some of that bark. Awesome. And if you're curious about this recipe, I will have it linked within the description. All right. So, gonna leave the membrane on for this cook, not necessary to take it off. And we are using a combination of Meat Church's Holy Cow here is kind of our primary, and then we're gonna use a little bit of our salt lick dry rub. Nice steady hand here, get this nice and coated. All right, so we're just gonna let that adhere for a few minutes, and I'm gonna get this other rack prepped, and then I'll see you guys down at the smoker. All right, it is Meat Man after dark. Cover your eyes. Just joking. So it is late here in Philadelphia, and we're about to put these ribs on. I let them sweat out a little bit, 15 minutes or so, let the seasoning adhere. And so we are going to throw them on. I got our probes in there, and I'm cooking at 225, and I'm going to wrap in unwaxed butcher paper once they hit around 170 or so, depending on how the bark looks. So I got super smoke on. I'm using hickory pellets because that's what I got in there. Not big on changing out the pellets depending what it is. But yeah, so I got super smoke 225, and I'm gonna set an alert with the Inkbird Pro for it to hit 170, and I'm gonna be monitoring it. So we'll see how long that takes. I'll let you know, and I'll see you guys at the wrap. I might hit it with apple cider vinegar, a couple of spritz here when I wake up and check it as well. So I'll see you soon with some good bark. Hey everyone, it's been about 5 hours. Haven't touched these ribs at all. They're looking delicious. Internal temps around 175 each. Bark's looking great. Let's check them out and get them wrapped. Look at that. There's one. Here's the other. You can see we got that really nice pullback going on. Looking awesome. All right, let's get these babies inside and get them wrapped. All right, everyone. I'm inside, got my unwaxed butcher paper here, and we're gonna go ahead and get these wrapped. I give them a quick wipe down with some apple cider vinegar just to help give a little bit of flavor and moisture. So we're wrapping to help protect this bark. Last week when I was doing the spare ribs, I didn't wrap it all. I went for like a super bark and kind of went the whole time, but checking out wrapping this time, as you can see, these look delicious. They got some really nice pullback on them already. I'm excited. One. All right, now that we got this wrap, we're gonna throw it back on the smoker for a few more hours, and we'll check in at about, 210, 205 maybe, and get them nice and jiggly. So next time I see you, we're gonna be close to eating. All right. Hope everybody's staying warm. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure you smash the subscribe video. I'm gonna go back to bed for a little bit.
All right, everyone. We've been smoking these all night, let them rest in the Yeti for a little bit, and they are ready to go. So just to recap, wrap them at about 175. That was earlier this morning. And then after that point, they took another 5 to 7 hours. All in, they took 12 hours for the one and then about 14 hours for the other one, and smoked them to an internal temp of 210. So I am excited to get a bite of these. Didn't spritz them or do anything other than the seasoning that you all saw. Alrighty. Look at that. That looks delicious. There we go. Let's cut a nice piece for the camera. Look at that smoke ring we got there. Awesome. Gonna get a bite right here. That is delicious. Really tasty. Super moist. Like I said, I did the spare ribs last week, didn't wrap them at all, went for super bark. These are much more moist than that, and I am excited to get these cut up and have everybody take a bite. I'll have the recipe steps linked down below as well as everything I used. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you get to take a bite yourself. Meat Man out.